All right, good morning, guys. I just want to put a quick note out there for everybody who's neurodivergent. Okay, and if you don't know what neurodivergent is, it's just mean don't think like these fuckers. You don't think in their goddamn boxes and within their programs, in their abusive systems. It does not compute with us. So I just want to shout out to everybody that thinks differently and always has and always kept your fucking middle finger up to these cocksuckers. Listen, guys, they want to label us. We've been like this since we were born. What happened was we were born into we are complete whole souls born into an extremely toxic, trauma-filled environment, and immediately upon birth injected with some of the heaviest metals on earth. And again, I've gone into over and over again all the abuse we endure, and our parents act as agents of the state, guys. Think about it. The day we are born, our parents name, number, and catalog us in a abusive slavery inventory system. Okay, think about that. And from that day on, they act as agents of the state. They teach us, they are not our parents. They are not true parents. Parents allow their children a safe space in order to foster their growth. Children are born whole with everything they need. All they require is because it is a whole soul born into a fragile, small, vulnerable human body. All it needs is a safe space. That safe space allows the natural biological processes with the spirit attached to grow as it's supposed to. Instead of doing that, our parents act as agents of the state. They assume when we are born that we do not know, we need to learn. They are our rulers. They are our masters. If they spare the rod, they're going to spoil us. Okay, this is what they're taught by these abusive programs, religious and government and otherwise. Okay, they teach us how to sleep, how to eat. They are frustrated. See, as little babies, we are born, guys. We are extremely sensitive. We are extremely empathic. Okay. Our parents are dealing with extreme anxieties and stress due to living in extremely abusive, toxic environments. So what happens is, even for those of you who think, oh, well, my parents were great. I love my parents. Bullshit. If they numbered and inventoried you into a slave system, your parents were slaves just like you. Don't even fucking play games. So what happens with us neurodivergent people? We don't fall into your fucking horse shit. We refuse to follow your goddamn orders. We refuse to listen to this shit. Because from day one, what happened to us was, instead of us just becoming good little slaves, because they got it down, guys, to where was it kindergarten, I think it is, kids obey 70% of the orders or 60% of the orders, and then by first grade it's 90%. Guys, they got this down for compliance. And what happens is most people see, when you're born into these abusive, toxic systems, we are in survival mode. It puts us in survival mode right at the beginning of our life. So what it does is it fucks up your brain. Severely fucks up your brain. You are stuck in survival mode. You are on survival programs. Us neurodivergents, what happens to us is, so for the neurotypicals, right? They're called neurotypicals because they're typical, because they're common, right? Because they're easily swayed by mind control and all of these fucking systems. Us as neurodivergents, we can't help ourselves. We get the dunce hat. I was born in 79. I went to kindergarten at 4 years old. For the first 3 years, I got the dunce hat all the time. I was constantly in trouble. I got slapped with the ruler on the hands. I was laughed at by the class over and over again. I failed kindergarten. So they call this a disorder, guys, because we refuse to follow their orders. They say we have mental disorders. We do not have mental disorders. Our minds are working just fine. Our minds are working actually great. Actually, our minds are working tip top. We are fucking, we can see through all their horse shit. We are able to understand all of this shit. Take it in, filter through their horse shit, know what's best, know how we're being bamboozled. The issue we deal with is because we are surrounded so badly and so overwhelmingly with all this horse shit, is that's why our minds start racing, because we're trying to take care of all these fucking issues, because our mind will not settle with, oh, well, it's just the way it is. Oh, well, you just got to put these injections into your vein because that's the safe thing for everybody. You know, we don't take those fucking excuses. We take those fucking reasonings and shove them right back up their asses and say, no, bitch, you better come up with something better than that. I'm not a fool. You know what I mean? Because we actually use our fucking faculty of reason. We're using our brains. There's nothing wrong with us, guys. All of this speeding of your thoughts and everything, it's because you are in an extremely toxic, trauma-filled, superfluous. Guys, what does superfluous mean? You need to know this definition, because that's what they're doing to us constantly. They are overburdening us with superfluous shit, whether it be information or 3D things or issues or emotional things or society issues. They overburden us with superfluous shit because it makes us diseased. It makes us not at ease. And what that does is it makes us comply. We have two choices. We either comply or we figure the problem out and go a different way. So all us neurodivergents are canaries in the coal mine, guys. That is what we are. We are canary in the coal mine, because you don't know what canary in the coal mine is. The miners back in the day, they used to keep a canary down in the coal mine, because animals can feel when nature is getting ready to have an upheaval, whether it be a tsunami or a goddamn earthquake or whatever. So the coal miners be down there. If the canary started screaming, it gave the coal miners a few minutes to get out of the mines, right? So we are the canaries in the coal mine for all these cocksucking neurotypical zombies out there, guys. So don't be quiet. You are fine. There is nothing fucking wrong with you. They want to shove the most toxic medication in you to get you to comply, to get you to shut up, to get your brain to stop. That's what they're doing, guys. They are getting your critical thinking to shut down. That's what they want. They want you to comply. That is it. Because they do not want you sending off warning signals to these other neurotypicals. They do not want you sending off fucking messages, information, trying to get through to these neurotypicals, because they know they have these neurotypicals. This whole world is set up. They got this whole system set up, all the language, everything they put through the media. All your media is owned by 10 companies, guys. Think about it. This is all mind control. Everything they do, the more attention you give into your TV and into these fucking screens and into these gurus, into these teachers, into these governments, into these religions, into these saviors, into the authorities that you recognize over top of yourself, the more attention you give to them, the more power you're taking away from yourself, guys. So if you are dealing with these neurodivergent issues, realize you need to just take all your focus from everywhere else and anywhere else and put it back on yourself. You're the only thing. You are the most powerful thing in the universe. You are the only thing that matters right now. And we need to be strong and keep our voices going and not back down and keep our fucking middle fingers up to these cocksuckers, because they are, there's something going down, man. There's something fucking going down. And that's why all us neurodivergents are freaking out right now and having a very hard time. And I just wanted to let you know, guys, you're not alone. Stay strong. It's a difficult, lonely journey, but we are starting to find each other like a fucking magnet, dude. We're being magnetized together, guys. And I think that has to do with our healing and giving up these things of this 3D fucking shit show hell realm. We're detaching from all this shit. We're putting our focus back on us, so it's healing our souls. We're getting bigger, or we're occupying more space in our own bodies, and therefore in this fucking in our area around ourselves. So yeah, just keep it up, guys. Don't stop, and let every time that they tell you that you're crazy, or you don't know what you're talking about, or you need to shut up, or you need to take pills, or you need to get help, or you need to go see a doctor, man, you just take that as a sign that you're doing something right. Because think about who's telling you that. It's a bunch of zombies that work 40 fucking hours a week so that way they can fucking keep up with the Joneses. Think about that, while their government's $30 trillion in debt and fucking flying around in private planes, blaming them for climate change. Guys, this is an extremely toxic environment we're in. Stay strong.